Hola, hola. This is your boy Tico Trin. And I had an epiphany last night while I was talking to somebody in the comment sections about women and why chivalry and the whole entire way the Europeans treated women in such a way like if they were dainty or damsels in distress, and they need help and assistance basically. I actually had an epiphany about that. I understood why they actually did. I understand why they actually did it now. I'm gonna use two different things because I noticed. I remember when way back when stories were white women when they first came to America used to run away from you know white society and run to the Native American society. I forget which tribes or nations it was, but they used to run away because they had more power and more freedom to vote and stuff like that, and those tribes and stuff like that. Um, then it got me to thinking. The reason why America is like this today is because women lack structure. Because you kind of figure the Native Americans had structure at one end, where women had like some say so in the different things in voting and various things that need to be changed. Also, in like a lot of the African countries, the same with the women there. They had some say so in some things and stuff like that. And I noticed in Europe and like China, basically women were pretty much seen as a needed to be a protected class, basically. So for them to come to America and see how the Native Americans were living, kind of sort of, was different from what they were used to. They weren't treated like, defenseless or anything like that. They basically had some power, some say, which is kind of funny. So in other words, what I'm saying is women actually need structure. Let it be one extreme or the other, women need structure. Because if they don't have structure, then they'll just run amok and act like a bunch of teenage girls, basically. Which is actually kind of funny. It's literally like running around. It's literally like the Western world's literally like high school, with a bunch of women running around with their feelings getting hurt very easily. The problem is we lost structure. The structure was broke down. The structure is broken down. And the only way we can go is either backwards or forwards. Like, go back to like the chivalrous medieval way of doing things, or jump ahead to how the Native Americans and a lot of the African countries were doing things where women had some power. Either way, at both ends of the spectrum, women had structure, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so somehow, some way, we either gotta figure out as men how to structure everything, and maybe we can get things back on track. Yeah, that's the best. That's the only thing I came up with so thus far. Because yeah, that's the only thing that's I've noticed is women just need structure. On let it be either ends of the spectrum, women need structure. Because if there's no fine middle for them, basically. Because this is what middle is: bunch of people running around, feelings hurt, can't handle truce and stuff like that, basically. You get in trouble for, saying something and hurting somebody's feelings, or, saying something or making a gesture, or, doing something that you normally do as a human being, you get in trouble for because, somebody's feelings got hurt, which is kind of a ridiculous thing. Yeah. Somehow, some way, we got to get back to some type of structure. Let it be going back to the medieval chivalry standards, or if we got to go with the what would have been considered forward thinking back in those days with the Native American standards. Either way, we need structure, because as long as the women stay in the middle, it's pretty much a lost. They're pretty much a lost cause as long as they stay in the middle. It's kind of like herding sheep or cattle, basically. If nobody's willing to do it, they just run amok, basically. They need direction. They have no direction. They think they know where they want to go, but they don't know where they want to go, basically. It's kind of like being in a car and just driving around for hours. Randomly. For no fucking reason whatsoever, basically. That's literally my perspective on women in the Western world. Just jump in a car and just drive around till the gas runs out, basically. That's legit what it is. So somehow, some way, we got to bring structure. Structure while letting them keep their things going on here. So we got to bring structure back, most definitely, somehow, some way. Because right now, they're actually much worse than children right now, which is kind of sad. Women running around here way worse than children, which is very, very funny. I always found that funny. But yeah, that's all I got on that right now. If I think of anything, I'll make a video, a part 2 to this.